The dominoes are starting to fall as Mexico steps up and becomes part of the trade. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Update, and always great to be here with you on a Monday. Oh man, markets are so quiet. It's so hot out. You don't even want to go outside. It's good napping weather, I guess. But in the meantime, markets did explode to the upside. They were up all night long and really took off this morning when it was official that Mexico was stepping in and going to recreate a version of NAFTA, which will not be called NAFTA, but in the meantime, it won't be long. Canada will be in, China will be in, and we'll get this whole thing behind us. And I think you saw in the equities, new highs in the S&P, new highs in the Russell, new highs in the NASDAQ, and the Dow broke out of that, what we call that corrective or bear market territory. Only a couple of percentage points away from that making an all-time high, which would be no surprise to us that it will probably make a new high. Again, volumes are very light, and it's only going to get quieter as the week wears on, as we approach the Labor Day holiday. But again, we'll see how it plays out. We're not in a hurry to do anything here because there's really no purpose, there's no reason behind it, and you're not going to be able to create an edge in a market that is this slow. I think the meats really like the deal. As you saw, hogs go up about limit. Feeder and fats or live cattle also went close to limit higher. So that was good. The grains are a little weak. It was a little bit surprising, but I think those will also follow suit as soon as we get the rest on board here. The hogs were the big concern for as far as Mexico, so I think we'll start to see those start to take off, and I do believe that possibly this week we'll get the rest done. Now, as you listen to the rhetoric, you're hearing that China walked away and there's nothing going on, so we'll see. Again, we're not saying it's 100%, but certainly we've been calling for these announcements, and here is the first one as the dominoes start to fall. In the meantime, as I said, meats were much higher. Grains were lower, but they did come back off their lows, but really not a lot of action. The volume is very quiet. Gold managed to rally a little bit again. Oil was basically dead, hit about a 50-cent range all day, was on both sides of unchanged all day long. The dollar was under a little bit of pressure, which is not a surprise. We're looking to sell the euro currency, which is a surrogate to be long the dollar, and that's still a pretty good solid trade here going forward. You had, Bitcoin was virtually, up a little bit, but kind of unchanged. But the big picture here is very simple and very clear. There isn't much going on. So there's no real reason to jump in here and try to go crazy. Look for your opportunities, and they're out there if you can find them. And if you find something that meets a good level that you think is something worth a trade, then make the trade. You know what your risk is going to be, so make sure you step up. I think that the NASDAQ at 8,000 is probably a little bit of a sale. So we'll see how that plays out. We did take a short position, or we bought long puts in the Qs today. So we'll see how that trades out. And of course, at the end of the day, okay, the markets are the markets, and we're not going to fight what's going on. So as long as it remains quiet, as long as nothing is going on, we're going to sit back and watch and observe, looking for opportunity. So we continue with our patience and observation. As we saw, the bonds were lower today, pushing rates up a little bit higher. But again, the Fed is a real mess here, and we're going to see how this plays out. We haven't been able to really see any real follow-through, so we'll continue to watch that and see how that works out. But we're watching. That's basically it. We're watching. We're like on Netflix. We're looking for. We're gonna, what do they call that? Binge watching. We're binge watching a market that's quiet right now. That's the way I see it. This is Todd Bubba Horwitz, Bubba's Daily Update. Don't forget, Wednesday, August 29th, I'm doing a webinar on futures trading. It'd be worth your while to check it out. All you have to do is go to BubbaTrading.com, and you can fill out the link and get signed up for it. It's free. So come on, boy, and join us, and we'll have a good time there. And of course, our high school investing program with schools back in session. We're trying to get this thing and keep it going. If you want to help us out, go to Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. And don't forget to catch the Bubba Show every day at LibertyTalk.fm from 4 to 5 Eastern. And we've got football starting next week. Be pretty exciting. And starts on the 6th. So we'll be ready to rock and roll. And we'll see you back here tomorrow on Tuesday with more of Bubba's Daily Update. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much. We'll see you later.